Did you remove the wheel chocks?
Carry Town Information Quebec 23.
That was perhaps, dare I say, your best takeoff I have seen out of you.
Are you sure about that?
I feel like... Oh, hey, guess what? I didn't keep my hand on the throttle.
Uh-oh. I was wondering why we started descending. Or not descending, but losing our climb.
Yeah, losing our climb. Let me fix that throttle friction.
Yeah, let's fix that. Okay. Maintain control. Back, back. There you go, hold that back. Oh, nice. Nice. Maintain the control with the rudder. Huge. Huge. Beautiful. Even squeak the tires. Hit it. Keep coming down. Down.
Down?
Yeah. Oh, right there. Oh.
That was a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Yes, it is. That's because it's dark. Right.
Yeah. P-Race Tower, 5364 Alpha Skyhawk. Can you turn up the runway lights a little bit?
Track 6 Alpha, we'll go.
Now you can double tap. Now you get to watch and see. Does it? It was pretty cool.
Oh, they did. Oh my god. How do I say thank you? Just
And 6 for Alpha, runway 22 cleared for the option.
runway 22 clear for the option. Thank you for turning those up. 6 for Alpha.
No problem.
Oh, you got a no problem instead of a double tap. Beautiful.
Does that mean he likes me more?
Maybe. Now, flare. Right there. Right there. Keep that flare. Good.
A little short, but it worked.
Yep, a little short. What a shame. My mom...
Alright.
My mother might watch the video. She's going to yell at me.
How dare you have a bad hair day? Alright.
It happens.
My shoes required, seatbelts harness.
Throws her sandal at me. It's not good.
Flaps up, avionics on. We're gonna get our ATIS.
I grab the ATIS.
Oh, are we missing a little sheet again?
What's that?
The little...
Oh, did I hear doing it the old-fashioned way again? The old-fashioned way that's on the newfangled technology. That's hilarious, actually. The new-fashioned way.
The new-fashioned way. 126.1. Clearance delivery, keep it on there. Let's go 126.1. 127.
3 nautical miles east-northeast of Superior Airport, 70 feet AGL. Advise initial contact GF Quebec. Carry Town Information Quebec 2354 Zulu weather, wind 200 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 26, 2.19er, altimeter 29er, 9er. Visual approaches in use, runways 13 and 22. Notice to airmen, runway 13, outer marker out of service. Multiple cranes, 0.2 to 0.3 nautical miles east-northeast Superior Airport, 70 feet AGL. Advise initial contact GF Quebec.
Did you remove the wheel chocks?
Carry Town Information Quebec 2354 Zulu weather, wind 200 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 26, 2.19er, altimeter 29er, 9er.
We'll just take care of that.
Visual approaches in use, runways 13 and 22.
So how do we take care of that?
You add more power.
Oh, you just roll over them?
No.
Okay, you sure? Okay. I realized that it was... I left them on. Okay. That's fine.
You don't want to go over wheel chocks in the sense of like with the propeller in the front. But,
okay.
You know, that's a questionable activity. Going avionics master first, and then pull them.
Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after our commercial break. That was actually the beginning. Just a prank, actually. That was for the YouTube shorts.
Pranked you.
You thought we were starting. Little did you know. I think that's a song. Little did you
Airman
know.
runway 13, outer marker out of service. Multiple cranes, 0.2 to 0.3 nautical miles east-northeast Superior Airport,
What are
70
we
feet
waiting on
AGL. Advise initial contact GF Quebec.
What was that? Visibility?
10 miles.
Carry Town Information Quebec 2354
Sorry, what?
Zulu weather, wind 200 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 26, 2.19er, altimeter 29er, 9er.
Oh.
Visual approaches in use, runway
That's why I'm
13 and
confused.
22. Notice to airmen, runway 13, outer marker.
So your
out of
visibility
service.
goes here, right?
Multiple cranes, point
I put
2,
it one
point 2
below,
nautical
yeah.
miles,
Yeah,
eastern
yeah,
260
because
to
here,
airport 70
what
PDTL.
that's telling me,
Advise
right,
contact you,
is that
Quebec.
clouds are at 10,000. Or sorry, 1,000, because we take 2 zeros off.
Carry
So it's saying
confirmation
it's at
Quebec,
1,000 feet,
2354
and I'm
Zulu
like,
weather,
hold on,
wind
what?
2006, visibility 10,
Alright,
sky
whenever
clear.
you're good with the weather,
Temperature 26.
good. Go ahead and set us up here, please.
Dates are in the future, July 25th, August 25th.
Good.
Or August 25, sorry. Continue, half left, out of view, half up, out of view, to indication, 150.
Hold on 1 second. What's out of view? You just said out of view.
Oh, sorry, half left, and then there's something,
You said out of view. What's out of view?
isn't this supposed to be out of,
Well, I can see it, right? That's half left, and I can see it right there. Half up, I can see it right there. But what's out of view? What can I not see that I'm verifying is not there?
they stumped me.
Add some vowels to this one here. L, F, A, L. I just said that like a southern person. F, L, F, J for tomater. But yeah, take away the L here. Just what is that word with vowels?
Flag?
Yeah. So left flag out of view.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen the left flag in view, so.
That's because it only comes down when we got a problem.
Okay.
So you'll notice it's like orange and stuff.
So left flag out of view, and then
Vertical flag out of view.
vertical flag, okay.
I'm assuming that's vertical. I really don't know.
I would assume it was vertical, yeah.
I would assume so.
2 in front indication, 150, 150.
The reason I asked that question, right, is because what happens if the DPE is sitting here and he goes, out of view?
What's out of view?
What's out of view, right? You
The
want to have a
left
full,
flag.
complete understanding of the airplane, its components. How does it work, right? Okay, continue, please. Fantastic. Okay. We might get some night landings here. This is exciting.
We'll get our squawk code in a second, get our ADSB, it's already on. We're testing our radios, test. Taxi light, got my lab light, got my strobe light, everything's on except for the landing light and the pitot heat. And then we'll good to go. So are we just doing pattern work?
Yeah, we'll just be sticking in the pattern today with those 3 goals that we talked about. The short field, the power off 180, and regular landings. Yeah?
Okay.
Alright.
Okie dokie, so...
And while we're at it, you know we said the short field landings and stuff?
Yeah.
I want the goal with any landing from this point on to be to touch down on the 1,000 footers.
Okay.
That's what I want our goal to be. 1, just because it gives you consistency, right? We stick to the numbers when we're in the pattern. We want to aim for the same landing point every single time when we land.
PU1 Pure cleared.
Okay?
Okay.
So, we're going to use that as our...
On the Army guard ramp with information Quebec request. VFR departure 040 at 1,500.
Why is he on the public channel?
I don't know, that's pretty interesting.
If he's military.
Maintain VFR below 5,000. Departure frequency 125.8. Squawk 0244.
Interesting. Okay.
Maintain VFR at below
Turn this
5,000.
down.
Departure frequency 125.8.
And so yeah, that's our goal for today, like we said. Power off 180, I will demonstrate one, and then I'll talk through the rest. Because I think once I demonstrate one, you'll have a full, complete understanding. When we basically get to the 1,000 footers, we're going to pull the power to idle. We're going to pitch for what?
Best glide 72.
32. And we're then going to glide in, okay, and we're going to land with no power.
I guess technically this says 75.
75.
Short final 65.
This is the Sierra Papa. Okay, so we'll go off of 75. Let me double check this actually.
I think we looked it up on this one, and this one said...
That was the one that wasn't for our airplane, remember?
Ah, yeah, you're right. I think there's a manual back here, actually. Somewhere. Behind me? Maybe behind me.
We don't need to get that out. That's a... Here it is. LBV. Best glide speed.
Full gross 68.
Oh, that's wild, actually. Okay, so... Best glide 59 when 1,900 pounds. So we're going to aim for I don't know, 60 sounds right.
Well, why does this say?
Because that's different.
Oh, that's approach.
That's approach and these things. And so our best glide, we're going to pitch for 65.
Okay. 65.
That is kind of wild. I've never heard of it being that slow, but let's try it. Okay. Because this one here says, I think this is what we got the 72 from, and this is also for the same thing. So, I don't know.
It'll be fine. Alright, so we need to contact PRA clearance delivery Skyhawk 5364 Alpha with information Quebec student pilot requesting pattern work today.
Sounds good to me.
Build on. Cool.
Sorry, what was that?
I just asked if your seatbelt was on.
Oh, yeah, we're good, I'm ready to go.
PRA clearance delivery Skyhawk 5364 Alpha with information Quebec student pilot requesting VFR pattern work today.
I turned this back.
Sky 5364 Alpha, PRA clearance, maintain VFR in the pattern, squawk 0277.
Maintain VFR in the pattern 0277 Skyhawk 5364 Alpha.
Sky 64 Alpha, read back correct.
02, don't they usually give us a maximum altitude?
No, because we're not leaving the airport.
Okay.
We're staying in the pattern, right?
Hoping to go back up, it's way too hot.
Yeah, that's probably good. So I looked it up in here, and this likes to turn, basically say the max gross weight is 68, so we're going to use 68.
Okay, 68.
For that, let's...
Information Quebec 2354 Zulu weather, wind 200 at 6, visibility 10.
Yeah, we'll do 68.
Temperature 26.
I'm okay with that. We're going to pitch for best glide, and then we will glide in for a landing. Okay?
Okay.
Now, we want to maintain... That's enough talking. I'll talk you through it while I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get going here. We've been sitting here too long. Let's get it going. Once you see it, it will make perfect sense. The power off 180 is a complete and total eyeballing it of basically saying, yeah, that looks good enough. That is what that maneuver is. Okay, it's your judgment. Because what's going to happen when you are coming in for a landing, right? Is my phone on or something? Because why is it so hot?
Mine was getting hot too. Turn off your Wi-Fi.
Oh, I bet it's because of my hotspot, actually.
Yeah.
That's why. I'm going to take it out of my pocket.
I put mine down here if you want to put it down there too.
Nice. Pretty dope. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Cool. We're getting distracted. We need to get back in the game.
Who's we?
I like to talk about myself in the third person.
Okay, so we got ground 121.85, 121.85. We're going for runway 22 at Alpha 4. PRA ground, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha with information from Quebec, student pilot at Byerly Aviation requesting taxi to runway 22 via Alpha 4 departure.
Sky 5364 Alpha, Peoria ground, runway 22 at Alpha 4 intersection departure, taxi via Alpha 4.
Taxi via Alpha 4 or Skyhawk 5364 Alpha. Easy peasy. Hold short, Alpha 4, we'll do our run up there. We've got our squawk set. We're going to do our turn coordinator and HSI compass test when we start moving. Can we turn to the right? No.
Why would we turn to the right?
I don't know. Seems like a shorter path to the taxiway, but I'm not going to risk it.
Which taxiway are we doing?
Alpha 4.
Isn't that way?
It is.
So why would we turn to the right?
Actually, isn't it right behind us?
No.
Oh no, it's down there. Okay, never mind. This map lies. Okay.
Well, not exactly, because we're right there.
We're up here?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, and then okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, well, we're cleared to taxi, so are you ready?
I'm ready to go.
think everything's good to go here. Double check. Okay. Brake test. So I'm going to let off the brake. A little bit of power. Off the brake. Brakes are good. Would you like to do your brake test, or are you going to wait till we turn?
You can turn us, actually, yeah.
Watch out for other planes, watch out for other stuff. Give us a nice... Oh, and clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead.
Good.
Should have said that out loud. I'm looking, but I'm not saying it. Alright, whenever you want to do your brake test.
I have the controls.
Your controls.
Why is it that we say that out loud?
So that everybody is aware, and also it's good to tell yourself.
Yeah, it's to make sure that you're actually looking, right? We want to make sure we're actually doing what we are saying. Your controls?
My controls.
Go ahead and continue with our other checks.
Do our turn coordinator. Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. So we should see. Turn coordinator moving, balls in the opposite direction, to the left. Come on. Turn coordinator to the right, balls in the opposite direction.
Is it?
I saw it, it was.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
You want me to do it again?
No, if you say it was in the opposite direction, that's all good.
Okay.
But before we continue, I'm noticing something that is just not right. It's just not set up right.
Is it the HSA compass? Because that's what I was doing next.
Fantastic. Good. Good.
That was next on the checklist.
Well,
Yeehaw.
so when it's on the checklist there, right there it wants us to check it. But we want to do this prior to moving.
Okay.
Because we're just seeing if it's rotating with this.
Gotcha.
So now we'll continue forward and we'll check to make sure it's moving equally.
Okay. Understandable.
Because the goal is to do the turn coordinator test and this test at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Right, because, both of them involve the turns, so now we have to do an extra set of turns. So go ahead and turn us, yep, that way to the right.
Ball is moving in the opposite direction, go the opposite direction. Turn coordinator's going left, ball's going the opposite direction, and we're seeing our compass move.
Yep, and the correct phrasing would be HSI is turning to true and known headings.
HSI is turning towards true and known headings.
And so the reason it's true is because this is true. This is the truth, right? So it's south, and this says south. So it's true, and then the known headings is that we know that south is that way, and we see that it is also turning to south.
Okay.
Like, for instance, our whiskey.
If this was pointing towards whiskey right now, yeah, we would.
Yeah.
That's not.
Right.
That's not known, but it is the truth. Alright, let's clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. We're going to go up to Alpha 4 and do a run-up.
Nice.
I'm sure tower...
Yeah, Allegiant flies Airbus. Okay. That's, I don't know, man. I don't see Airbuses falling out of the sky.
Windsock still looks good.
Okay. That's a good call.
Always important.
Checking the wind shock. We like it.
The wind was bad. Why would we go on the runway we asked for?
Yeah.
That would be a bad idea.
It would be definitely not preferable, that's for sure. We want to have the best wind for our takeoff.
Once again, checking clear to the left, clear to the right, and clear straight ahead.
Good. What are we cleared to?
Alpha 4 intersection. Holding short.
Hold short of which runway?
Runway 22.
Okay.
Still clear.
Good situational awareness. You know what ATC told you to do. Good.
Yeah, it's so short. I wish we could have like a little bit of a longer taxi.
No, you don't. We will take this every day. 100%.
Runway 22 is off to our... We're going to be turning into the right. I'm off the runway. A little bit more. Right there is good. Our runway.
Good, we have that distance where we can still see the hold short line. It's not below our nose. We are off of the taxiway so people can taxi behind us. And now we're good to do our run-up. Run up checklist, please.
Run up checklist. Brakes are set. Brakes are set. Fuel is set to both. Trim is set to takeoff. We like to have it a little bit above takeoff on this one. Flight controls. We're going to go ahead and pull them back. Oh, ow. Come on. There we go. Pull them all the way up. Put them all the way back down. Go to right to the left, right to the right. And we're going to check. Turn it this way. That should be pointing up. That should be pointing down. And then that should be pointing up. And that should be pointing down. Perfect.
Good.
Good, 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 good. We're going to do our annunciator lights. Annunciator lights are good. Instruments. These are still matching. We've got RPM. We don't have vertical speed. They're working. Altimeter has not been set, but it is correct. Okay, I looked at it, said it was correct, but good to say it out loud. It is correct. That is correct. We don't have airspeed yet. Turn coordinator was good. Fuel flow still doesn't show up until we get our run-up started. We'll check our EGT fuel flow when they start. Fuel is already squawked for left one being 5 down. Temp is good. Pressure is good. Vacuum won't show until we start doing a run-up. Amp and volts are good. Everything over here.
You said that amps are good. How do we know amps are good?
When they're not too high or too low, they should be at a reasonable level for all the instruments in the plane, which I would imagine all of the stuff in here doesn't pull more than 1 amp.
What about volts?
Volt should be 28. That's a common one. 24 when the engine's off, typically.
All right.
Alternator adds 4 volts. It's I believe a 12-volt battery, I think, or airplane's 12-volt batteries. Oh, hey, look, helicopter.
Oh, Chinook.
Just hovering there. That's pretty cool.
And it is not moving. That's the skill of the pilot right there. Do you know how hard it is to hover like that?
Is that going to cause a lot of rotor wash?
Only if there's wind.
Well,
will it be pushed towards us. It's not a very strong wind. It's a light wind, which means it's going to linger, which means it will slowly drift over here. I don't think it'll be a problem because we'll probably basically take off way down there. Is when we'll actually rotate, which is when we'll feel it.
Okay.
So, shouldn't be a problem.
15, 16, 17, 1800. 1800. Left mag off, RPM down, back up, RPM up. Right mag, RPM down, go back to both, RPM up. We're going to check our vacuum. Vacuum is still not quite great. I really need to get that fixed. Amps and volts are still good. Oil pressure is good. Temp is good. We're idle check. Idles at around 600. Not a lot of pops, bangs, Mustang sounds. Bring it back to 1,000. Mixture could have been lean before we taxied. Throttle friction, I like how it is currently, and then we're good for takeoff. Pre-takeoff, flaps are up. Mixture is set for best power. Fuel pump is off. We've got our squawk code. Our heading bug is set
Ground,
to
good evening, up 4 is at Tango, Lexington Airfield.
Our
Up 4, Peoria ground, proceed to runway 13 via Tango Echo. 13 via Tango Echo, up 4.
Was that the helicopter?
Is its call sign OP24?
Probably. Operator 24.
Please tell me it is. It might be at the ground.
How do they taxi with a helicopter? They just put the rotors forward and let it roll?
No, you hover.
Oh, they're going to hover?
Yeah, you hover the taxiway. I'm not incredibly familiar with helicopters because I'm not a helicopter pilot, but I do know several helicopter pilots, and from my conversations with them, there's 2 ways you can depart the airport, which is the first way is via the runway, like normal, like an airplane, or you can basically call and let everyone know what you're doing, and you can fly away from the pad, which is why ATC will say, fly point A to point B via your own risk is what they'll say. Something like that. That's a complete, I don't know that from a book. I know that from what I've heard from people. I'm probably misunderstanding it, but I think it's something like that.
All right, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready to go. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Talking about helicopters.
Helicopters are cool.
They are cool. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Alright, we're on Peoria Tower, which is 124.0. Com 1 is set. I know, I'm boiling. We're going to call tower, tell them we're ready for departure at runway 22 via Alpha 4. Okay. Peoria Tower, 5364 Alpha, student, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information Quebec, holding short, runway 22 at Alpha 4, ready for departure.
Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, Peoria Tower, make right traffic, runway 22 at Alpha 4, cleared for takeoff.
Making right traffic, clear for takeoff, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha. Right traffic.
Right traffic. Those are even harder for the Power Off 180s.
Great.
Nice. We love to see it. We love a challenge, don't we?
Maybe you do.
Let me tell you, this is going to be a challenge. I'm not expecting a lot out of myself, to be honest.
Out of yourself? What about me, bud? I'm learning.
Yeah, you're learning, but I've done 8 Power Off 180s before, so...
Nobody on finals on the other side, runway is clear.
I will say
Nobody
we should be able to make the runway.
You should be able to.
Yeah. We'll see how rusty I am.
Alright.
I haven't had a student doing Power Off 180s in... Actually, ever, actually. I take that back. Ever. Good job remembering the right rudder. I'm getting blasted in the face. There we go.
Hold the throttle.
Good.
And rotate. Down into a rocket ship.
Good. We got it off the ground. Now we're letting that airspeed build. You lowered the nose slightly. We get to the 76. Good. Make sure we catch the 76. Good. That was perhaps, dare I say, your best takeoff I have seen out of you. Dare I say it.
You're probably right. Thank you.
And the reason I say that is because we caught the 76 immediately. We didn't even go over 76. We maintained the right rudder the entire time. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You should feel proud of that, actually. You should feel proud of all your flying, but, you know, that one in particular, make that your wallpaper. Okay.
They said right traffic, so once we hit 1,400 feet, which I feel like... Oh, hey, guess what? I didn't keep my hand on the throttle.
Uh-oh. I was wondering why we started descending. Or not descending, but losing our climb.
Yeah, losing our climb. Let me fix that throttle friction.
Yeah, let's fix that.
I was wondering that too. I'm like, are we losing? I saw the RPM starting to go down. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, throttle tough.
Yep. This is why we keep the hand on the throttle.
So you're praising me for that, that takeoff, and then I go and do something like that. Making right traffic. Continuing our climb.
The takeoff was good,
but not the climb.
Yeah, we want to make sure we keep the hand on the throttle. There's always something to improve at. Always.
And we're now at 1,700, so we're gonna...
All those Canada wildfires are causing all this smoke in the air.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah, it's drifting down. It's the same thing, remember when we said the... I think it was a couple weeks ago. That, oh, it's like really bad visibility.
Yeah.
You're flying out north. Yeah.
Come back up to 1,700.
If you see it like this and there's no clouds or moisture, it's normally smoke.
Gotcha.
At least from my experience.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. These don't have filters in them, do they? So it's just also...
No, it's so diluted, like you don't even smell the smoke smell.
Right. 1,700.
I have controls.
Your controls.
Alright, so we're going to perform this power off 180. And you'll notice I'm going to get a little bit further here. Okay. Just because that's how I prefer to fly it. What are we looking? 90 knots? Good. 17? Good. You set me up beautifully. Wow. Good. Love to see it. I feel like I'm a little far back, actually. That's interesting.
And your seat?
Yeah, like, even though I'm all the way forward. Okay, we're coming up on 1,000 footers. You're going to notice that I don't put in flaps. Okay.
Sky 6 for Alpha, runway 22, clear for the option.
Runway 22, clear for the option. We're going to do a short approach here. Sky 6 Alpha. Alright.
Roger.
Power comes all the way out. We just lost it. Notice how I immediately pitch here. I'm immediately pitching so I don't lose more altitude. I want to get right here. That way I'm not dilly-dallying around here. Okay, now I'm going to catch it. I'm coming up to my trim. I'm looking at my distance from the runway. Okay, we're a little high. Notice how I'm keeping us here. I'm going to slightly turn in here. Only slightly. Alright, only slightly. I'm going to keep that turn coming. Keep that turn coming. I really do not feel like this is the right airspeed.
I feel like we're dropping really fast.
No, right.
700 feet per minute.
Right now we're going to come in high. Notice how I'm not using a typical base.
Right.
Okay, our goal is to get to the runway. So it's going to feel weird. I'm trimmed out right now. Got it trimmed out. We're coming in. We're maintaining our airspeed, everything on the dot. I might have come out just a tad too far. So we're coming in a little, not low, but I don't know if we'll hit the 1,000 footers.
Sure, we're not low?
Yeah. We're about to sink with those trees. Good.
65.
First notch of flaps.
Ah, the flaps are what do it.
Yep. Second notch of flaps.
Good God, that's terrifying.
Third notch of flaps. Can I stretch it out? Oh! Oh my goodness gracious, I still got it. Your controls, please. Clean us
My
up.
controls. I'm glad you still got it.
Wow.
Learning on the job.
Wow.
Flaps are up.
And whenever you're ready. Does that make sense though, how I glided in, right?
Yes.
Now the whole thing, I'm going to stop talking. Go ahead and take us off here.
Rotate. Oh, you trimmed us way the hell out.
Yeah. Do need to clean that up. Not too much. You might do a little, no, you're good now. You did the right amount. You do want to be careful throwing a lot of trim there.
You want to start off, ready for takeoff.
Back up to 76.
Whenever you're 76, okay.
Biggie 1, Peoria Tower,
So,
Alpha clear for takeoff.
in that one,
040.
I probably waited literally a second or two too long to turn in.
Okay.
Literally. Like, when I say a second or two, oh, there's a fare. Oh, what? No way. I didn't know that. Anyway,
continuing instruction.
So, the main thing is it was literally a second or two. That's why I say you have to judge it by eyeballing it. Okay, it's going to take practice, and you're going to mess up. Now, when performing these, we need to maintain airspeed precisely. Okay,
yeah.
we cannot be getting too slow, because if we get too slow in that corner there, right, we potentially stall, right? We don't want to be slow there. We want to keep
that corner is what really scares me more than anything.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good. Good. We want to make sure we are staying fast enough, but maintain our glide, right?
Biggie 1, ident altitude.
If you looked at my, I think you were looking at my airspeed, right?
Right.
I was looking at my airspeed. We were locked in like 68. It probably budged like a knot or two, right? That's it. So that's what we want to see. And today, with how smooth it is, that's what it should be. That's what I would probably expect that out of you, I think, at this point. I think you can do that pretty well. Let's not do it this time.
Do a normal landing first.
Yeah, let's do one landing. Just kind of get you warmed up here. Normal landing, okay? But I want you to come in, and I want...
Biggie 1, radar contact 1 mile northeast of Peoria Airport. Contact St. Louis departure on 125.8.
125.8, Biggie 1, thanks.
Didn't someone just take off in front of us?
That's the helicopter.
Right, he's taking off. Where is he?
He's going. He's 1 mile out. This guy. 2 miles out now.
I didn't see him.
Sky 6 for Alpha traffic, 12 o'clock, 2 miles northeastbound is a Chinook helicopter 1400 and climbing, runway 22, clear for the option.
I got him.
Traffic in sight, runway 22, clear for the option. 34 Alpha.
See where the river is?
Yeah. Oh, I'm way past their 1,000 footers.
Yeah, go ahead and pull the power.
Catch the 8.
Good. And so the main thing, right? Go ahead and go to 1300.
1300.
Just for a second. That will help us get back on our path here.
I'm going to extend this down a little bit.
Just a little bit, not too much.
Right about now?
Whenever you feel.
Let's do it now.
Okay. Go ahead and put that power back in. Good.
Tighten up our turn a little bit.
But yeah, so let's do this one. Let's get you feeling it out. See how you're feeling, you know. And then we'll get it.
Guess who didn't put in the first notch of flaps? That was me.
Isn't it right there?
No,
oh, you didn't put it in at all. Oh, I see.
Yeah. That was my bad.
Oh, you caught it. You caught it.
And we are extremely high, so I'm going to pull power out for a second.
Good idea. I would hold it out for a good long second. Give yourself back on glide slope here. We have time to recover. No need to go around here.
Final launch of flaps. Pitch for 70.
Good. Maintain your airspeeds. You pulled the power out, which means we're bringing it in. I would slowly start adding that power back in.
Ooh, a little windy.
More power.
Bit more trim, thank you. That 65, keep that 65.
Do you have your landing point in sight?
Yes.
Nose down, nose down. There you go.
Ah, well before. Okay.
Yeah, the main thing there is you started pulling back. We were too high on the flare.
Okay.
Okay, we were too high on the flare. Not by a lot, but by enough that, you know, we needed a little bit nose down and we didn't have the energy.
Yeah.
So, all right, whenever you're ready.
And rotate.
Ooh, use those rudders. What happened there, I think, is that you got off the right rudder just a tad.
Yeah, I left it just a little bit.
I think that's what happened. Good, just like this. Just like that. Hand here, hand here. I want you to get used to that. When we're in the pattern, I just want you right there. Hand here, hand there.
God, it is really hot.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to July yet, man. We're flying in the evening. Imagine a 1 or 1 p.m. flight.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
That was a really bad landing on my part, so let's try and do better on the next one.
Yeah, let's try it again. I don't think it was a bad landing. I think the setup was good. I think we slowed down to 65 too soon, and that's why you had no energy. And then with the flare, we just flared too high, and then we kept pulling back because we were flaring, right? So you keep pulling back, but we're too high. So we just need to get back into that good space of the flares, which is to be expected. We haven't flown in like a week.
Sounds like an excuse.
No, not at all. I expect there to be rust. You're going to be rusty at times. A good pilot's the one that recognizes the rust, just like how I recognize that my Power F-180 might be rusty, because I haven't done it. We're too close.
Yeah, we're way too close. Also need a little bit more power today because we are hot.
Okay, make the adjustment as you need.
A little bit more power. Okay, that looks better. Still a little close, I think, but
I agree.
And 1,000 footers. And power back down. And hit 80. First number flaps, bring it around, catch it. Catch it. A bit more, there we go.
Sky 6 for Alpha, runway 22, clear for the option.
22, clear for the option, 64 Alpha.
And they're waiting until we're already descending to give us that call.
Yeah.
Man, right-hand traffic's so bad. Okay.
It's a different sight picture, right?
Yeah. When, can we ask them for left-hand traffic, or do we have to wait until they say you're available?
I mean, you can always make the request. See what they say. But I would wait to do it until we're, after we depart. Not while we're on the base final. But once we're done here, yeah, go ahead and make the request.
Left rudder. Alright. Second, last notch of flaps. Our power out, which was still too high.
I think you're on a good sync right here. I'd keep the power at the 15. And you're going to sink right in the glide slope right here. Actually, you're going to come in low if you keep doing this. Maybe a tad too much power. There you go. I'll only put it that in for a little bit. We don't want to just sit right there. There you go.
Okay. Power out.
Keep it coming down here. Keep it coming down. There we go. Flare here. Flare there. There you go. There you go. Nice. A little too much. A little right rudder there. There you go. See how we started twisting there?
Yeah.
We need that right rudder.
Go back to center line. Flaps coming up.
That was a good flare, right? I think we pitched up just a little bit too much. We really came down there we came down with pretty much zero energy, which is normally the goal, just not at that angle of attack. We're at too much angle attack.
Rotate.
You're kind of forcing it. You wanna just kind of glide it out. You wanna just and make sure we keep in that right rudder. I'm gonna add in your lights here for you.
Thank you.
Peoria Tower 5364 Alpha, can we get left traffic?
Sky 6 for Alpha, left traffic approved.
Left traffic approved, 64 Alpha, thank you.
You can always ask, but they might say no. Oh, I gotta stop looking down.
We've talked about this, man.
Man, I keep forgetting.
Also, I should have done Peoria, I should have done Skyhawk 5364 Alpha Peoria Tower, right? It's who am I and then who I'm talking to?
Right.
I gotta remember that.
Or, no, Peoria Tower, Skyhawk.
Oh, the way I said it was correct.
Yeah.
So when do I say myself first? Is that just when I'm trying to reach someone for the first time?
It's that phraseology, right? Who you are, what you want, or who you are, where you're at, what you want, is basically after you're talking to the person. So the person, like if you're talking to Peoria Tower, they always go first.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of want to go to that carnival.
Do it. I don't know which one it is. It might just be the Peoria Carnival.
Oh, that's not Peoria Carnival. That has to be like what are we in, Bartonville?
Oh yeah, I've never seen that one before. I have no idea what that is.
It's really cool seeing them from the air though. You get to see all the lights and stuff. What's really cool is when you're up at night and you see something like that and you see it like miles off in the distance. You're like, what's that? Wait, I'm in an airplane. I can go just look. And so you fly over and you look.
Yeah, VFR is crazy.
It's a great feeling.
Let you do whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
Within reason.
Yeah, there's a good amount of people down there too. Alright, how's our distance from the runway?
Distance looks good.
Okay.
Pitching down a little bit because I got to catch 1700, bring the power back in a little bit.
Now, we've been consistently high. You have to add power every time. How are you going to fix it on this one?
Extend my downwind.
Let's try it.
Sky 6 Alpha, runway 22, clear for the option.
22, clear for the option, 64 Alpha.
Oh, it's so hot. Oh man, I need air conditioners. Alright, 1,000 footers. Pull power out. Catch the 80. Pitch down. Pay attention. That was myself. Okay. I'm gonna say right about now. Bit more of a square. To 80. Second round of flaps. Pitch for 75. And I think we're kind of low. Maybe.
Make the call. What do you think?
Turn in, let's find out. We're good right now.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. I think we're good right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still high. So deceiving. I don't get it.
All about judging it.
Like, those trees look so close. I mean, they are close, but
they are close when we keep coming in.
Relatively.
This is why, like, I'll come in right here. And I would just keep, I would actually not pull power, actually, to be honest. I would keep power right here. I would pitch for my 70.
Get back on center line.
Did we already put in the last notch flaps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Check, yes.
Literally, just hold this. Because your power comes out and now you're sitting here like, you know, the trees are coming at you. Now you need some power.
I agree.
Because we got that sync rate, right? We're starting to get near ground effect.
That's 65.
We're at 60. There's 65, barely. We're gonna flare and drop. So I would just come in here and just literally level off right there. Oh, whoa. Level off right there. Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
Oh, maintain.
Maintain control of the rudder, please.
Okay, flaps are up.
Good job verifying. Flaps are up. Yeah, we keep coming in, and I feel like, just because I got my feet on the rudder, right? And I feel like you don't believe the rudder exists when we're coming into land. Honestly, that's what I feel like.
It's challenging for me. It's a lot more pressure than I'm used to in anything else. I think I'm misjudging how hard I need to press, because there's definitely, I'm trying to use it, but I'm just being too light with it.
Okay.
And so I don't know how to fix that other than just to kick it harder. But if I kick it too hard, then it's the opposite problem where I'm moving it way too much.
Sure.
And the whole plane will just shift.
Yeah. Okay.
So, no, I get it too. Like, there's points where I'm like, why is the rudder not moving? And then there's other times where I'm like, oh my god, I just moved the rudder way too much.
It's about finding that. It's about finding that medium, right?
Right.
And you're only going to do that by using it, and you got to use it because we cannot come in like this and just let the plane twist on us and land crooked, or when we land, just let the plane veer off to the right, you know.
Right.
We can't let that happen. We need to make sure that, you know, you're training to be the pilot in command, the PIC, right?
Right.
And that whole thing is of you being in control of the airplane. You tell the airplane what to do, yeah?
Right.
And so right now you're flying the airplane, you're telling it, hey, listen, I want you to turn to the right and level off right there, you told it. And now you're about to tell it, hey, I need you to level off at 1,700 feet. Why? Because I said so. You tell the plane what to do. So you need to do the same thing with the rudder, which you understand that. You just need to find that happy medium, right? Don't be scared of the rudder, right? If you use too much rudder, just reduce the rudder, right? It's all about, look, I can be right here and I can be on the rudder here, right?
Right.
And you can feel that we're moving, you know. I didn't push I had to push hard, but I didn't, you know, yeah. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
If you added this much rudder, right? If you added that much rudder to it, it would get over to the center line, right?
Right.
Do so slowly. Add it nice and gradually. Not too slow, not the slow like I keep telling you, right? Not the slow like it never comes. Slow over the course of 2 to 3 seconds, right?
Stack 6 for Alpha, runway 22, clear for the option.
22, clear for the option, 6-4 Alpha.
We got an Allegiant.
I love
Take off.
Allegiant.
I know, you're telling me you want to work for them.
Man, they just pay so little the first couple of years.
Do what you love.
But
Never
if
work a day in
you're
your
debt
life.
free, it wouldn't matter.
Oh, nobody's debt free when they're trying to become a pilot. Crazy.
I'm about to be.
Where's those 1,500 hours?
I get those for free by flight instructing.
Okay, so we're going to extend her downwind even more this time.
Okay. Except, I'll be honest, I disagree with that call.
Alright, well then we're going to turn... Not yet. Turn now. Our left rudder.
The reason I disagree with that call is because the PAPIs and VASIs on these things, right, are set up to be on a long approach. Way out here.
Right.
And if we're coming in on the traffic pattern, we might start at above where it is, you know, because it's like a triangle going out like this, you know. And we might start above it and then sink into it, which is what happens every single time. So I would keep what you're doing here, because every single time we come into land, we sink into the VASIs.
Right. And that's the goal.
Every time. Like right now we're white, right?
Right. But if I maintain all this, we're still going to probably sink into it.
Go ahead and maintain your power, and I want you to just stick to your numbers, and let's see what happens here. I would add a little bit of power here. And the reason we're going to add a little power is to maintain our 70 so we can pitch down here while maintaining our altitude. I want you to maintain the 70, and I want you to just bring it in here. Oh, there's one red. We're about to see the second.
There's a second.
Yep, there's second. So see how we're already on glide slope?
Yep.
It's just because we're coming in, we're sinking right on into it. We even need a little power here, I think, to maintain our 70.
Yep, we do.
Good. Center line, please. Good. Maintain this. No. Keep that descent rate coming. We're right there. Good. 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 Okay. Maintain control. Back. Back. There you go. Hold that back. Oh, nice. Nice. Maintain the control with the rudder. Huge. Huge. Beautiful. Even squeak the tires. Hit it. Gosh dang it.
Rotate. How many landings is that? 3?
Currently at 5.
Oh, 5. Oh, geez.
6 if you include mine. If the stall warning horn went off right now, what would you do?
Cry. Pitch down. Try to give more power.
669, we're ready at the MQ2.
The correct answer is reduce angle of attack.
Reduce angle of attack.
Pitch down means you're going down.
Ready, clear for takeoff.
Okay.
Right, terminology.
Reduce angle of attack.
Yep. And verify full power.
Yeah, I have my hand on the throttle.
Right here, reduce angle of attack, build that airspeed back, right?
Yeah, I really hope I never hear a stall warning horn on takeoff because that sounds terrifying.
If you hear a stall warning horn on takeoff, this might be a hot take, but if you hear a stall warning horn on takeoff, you have already messed up.
You need to do abort takeoff.
Make left traffic.
Left traffic.
You have already messed up. So you don't ever want to hear that. Maintain your airspeeds, maintain your pitch attitudes, no extreme pitch attitudes. You are not an Allegiant jet taken out of here.
Darn.
Like Airbus was that Airbus when they demonstrated their like full vertical capability or whatever?
Yeah.
In that video?
He's taking off, I think.
Yeah.
Power out, bring his pitch back down.
So if he's taking off, we can see him right there.
Yep.
I want you to watch him and tell me when he takes off. But still fly the plane. When does he rotate?
Skag 6 for Alpha, traffic departing runway
Right there.
22 and Airbus 320, report in sight.
Okay.
Traffic in sight, 64 Alpha.
Skag 6 for Alpha, caution wake turbulence, runway 22, clear for the option.
Caution wake turbulence, runway 22, clear for the option, 64 Alpha.
Okay, where did he take off at?
Right before the runway crossing. So, actually more like at the taxiway.
Yeah, I saw him
departure.
rotate at the taxiway, right?
Allegiant 669, contact St. Louis departure.
We know that wake turbulence is only generated when the airplane is creating lift. And the airplane's only creating lift when it rotates and then takes off, right? Because it's flying at that point. Which means we don't have to worry about wake turbulence until that point unless the wind blows it back towards us. Guess what the wind's doing?
Blowing it back towards us.
What a shame. How long does it take for wake turbulence to disappear?
I don't know, actually.
Roughly 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay, so
in that ballpark.
We're definitely going to have some wake turbulence, is what you're saying?
It's possible. So we're going to land before it. And we're going to attempt to take off before it.
Quick.
We'll see. By that time, well, roughly, I would say, I mean, the video can double check my math, but I'm guessing roughly a minute 30 seconds to 2 minutes will have gone by from the time it rotated to the time we come in. Maybe more, actually. It could have been closer to 2 to 2:30. Time goes by very fast in an airplane. But we'll see, right?
We'll see.
But keep that in your head, right? When you hear a jet's taking off or something like that, or even a small plane, you know, keep that in mind, the wake turbulence, right? Get in the habit of, oh man, what a beautiful sunset. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, back to the flying. So, just keep that, just keep that in mind there, yeah?
But, did your instructors ever yell at you for getting distracted, or?
There were times.
Because I'm about there.
But,
I'm just gonna start going, Gavin, listen.
Yeah. I had one instructor that would be like flying along, and I would be like, oh, look at that, it's a fair. And they would go, oh, that's awesome. Okay, back to flying.
Oh, so that's where you got that from?
Yeah, that's where I got that from.
All right, maintain center line. We're going to pull power out just a little bit.
It's a way to snap you back into the plane here. Okay, so see how we're coming in, and there's the red light. You know, one red. Watch out, we're drifting here. We need to get back on center line. Yeah. But we see that, right? Hold on. Our airspeed is a little slow, actually. I think.
Is it not 65?
At the numbers. That's when we kind of basically start rotating. We want to be a 70 all the way down to here.
Oh.
All the way down to here. All the way down here, we're almost at 60. And here we would be coming down to 65. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure we keep that nose down, right? Kind of ballooned upwards. There we go.
It's going to be short, I think. I don't know, it's going to be round numbers.
Good play on the rudder. Keep the rudder. Oh, hey, whoa, 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 hey, now, whoa, now. Oh, my. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have enough airspeed.
No, we had control on the rudder. So the main thing is we were a little high on the flare, right? That's why we had that kind of whoop, you know, little sink there. But it wasn't that hard. You padded it out with a little bit of flare right at the end there. So we love to see it. For a second, I thought we were going to be uncontrolled on the rudders. That's why I was, whoa, hey, whoa, wait, oh.
Give him some credit, I'm trying.
Okay. No, you did it. It was real good. Real good. Oh gosh, I gotta stop, bro. I gotta stop looking.
You gotta stop. If it's making you sick and you get sick while we're flying, I have to land the plane myself.
No. I haven't had an instance like that.
If you keep looking on the ground, you might. Please do not make me land this plane by myself. Not yet. Not until after my solo, please.
It just, you know, looking down, man, my imagination gets
Stop
better.
looking down.
I gotta stop.
As you said that, you said, looking down.
Oh, straight out of Sesame Street.
Come on, give me my 1,400.
That is way too bright.
I was listening, that got me for a second.
Call of Duty flashbanged.
Come on, why are we not? Okay, there we go. Goes down. Perfect. Go over the fare.
I just saw this sign. Smoking prohibited.
Yeah, Gavin, don't smoke.
Let me tell you, that was a different time when you could fly an airplane and just smoke a cigar while doing it. Like, that's some gangster type crap.
Not like the fuel is extremely flammable. Can you check and see if there's any leakage, by the way? Are we still good?
If there is, I can't see it.
Okay. Fuel still looks good, so I'm not too concerned.
Yeah.
Actually, our left tank seems to be draining really fast. We're on both.
The left tank is always low.
5 below, but right now it's 10 below the right tank. So,
No, that's it. That's just reporting error.
you sure?
The 5 below is more like 7.5, if I remember correctly.
It's at 15.
6 Alpha, runway 22, cleared for the option.
22 clear for the option. 6 for Alpha.
Regardless, it's fine. We have more than enough fuel to finish our flight.
Also, what is that noise that keeps happening?
It's someone on the radio. Most likely. It kind of sounds like a helicopter, honestly, because with a helicopter you can, for some reason, always hear the rotors in the background.
Are they just like tapping the mic key or something?
I'm assuming so. Don't know for sure, but it's definitely odd. It happens, though.
Make turn. Maintain my speeds this time. I think I've just been not enough power. I've been putting it always like at 1500. Maybe I need to do like 1600. It is hot. I keep forgetting it's hot.
We're coming into nighttime. Are all our lights on?
Landing light, taxi light, nav light, strobe light, beacon. Yes, all of the lights are on. Are you talking about our instrument lights or not on now?
Now they are.
Me, taking out the flaps.
Good.
Turn in. We're already hitting 1 red, so I'm gonna give us some more power.
What does that mean if we're hitting 1 red out here?
We're too low. It means we're already in the glide slope.
I would take that power out.
Unless I was seeing red when I wasn't seeing red.
I think you put it in, I think you saw red for a second and you put the power, way too much power in, and now we're high.
And way off center line.
I was about to say, I'm looking at graphs. If I look straight. There we go. Nice.
Maintain 70 this time. I mean, like we have been doing every time.
Yeah.
I also might be putting in my full flaps too early. But
only on the, as long as you put it in on when we're on the final, right?
Right.
We can try putting it in a little later. Maybe that's the case.
Ooh, we got windy.
Is it?
A little bit. A lot of headwind, I mean. I can see our speed indicator dropping fast.
Folks on the landing here. We're on the center line. Good right rudder. Good. Good. Oh, a little too much down. There you go. Oh, yeah. So what happened there, right?
We were too high, and then
you just kept climbing. You were just climbing away.
As soon as I saw it start to sink, I realized I'd screwed up.
Yeah. That's why we gotta keep, we don't keep the nose down. Our goal is to keep the same amount of altitude or feet between us and the runway. That's our goal. And we want to do it with, I would probably say, about 5 to 10 feet off the ground.
Sorry, 6-4 Alpha.
We were good 20, maybe more, honestly, because you came in and you just flared, and it was a decent spot. It was a little on the higher side of decent, but it was decent, right?
Right.
And we came in and you flared and you just kept doing this, and I was like, okay, we got to push the nose down here.
Yeah, and I didn't push it down. I just kept it where it was.
That's right.
But you let me do it, so now I learned that lesson the hard way. Oh man, it's so hot.
It's you know, I've been in a truck all day, man.
Yeah,
the heat doesn't phase me.
I'm glad it doesn't for you. I've been outside
like the Human Torch.
I've been outside for like the last 2 days, but I haven't been doing much.
I made it to the second round of casting calls for the Human Torch. Not because of acting skill, but just because of my intolerance to heat.
That's true. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of sunset flying. I hope we can actually do some daytime flying again.
Yeah.
But your work schedule kind of...
During the week, yeah. It's
just suck it.
Pretty rough, actually. What happened was that I had a conversation with my boss, and then all of a sudden he started swapping my schedule on me, which kind of sucks. So
because you wanted to talk to him about it? Like he retaliated because you asked for better hours?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it to some extent. I don't know for sure. You know, that's just a guess.
Well, time for you to join a union, buddy.
Union.
Unionize. Are you not in a union?
I have no idea.
If you don't know, you're probably not.
Well, that's probably a good guess then.
I would strongly suggest looking at that, especially as a delivery driver. But if anybody on the camera sees this,
uh-oh.
I mean, it's not illegal to talk about it, and we're not in a work environment.
Yeah.
But depending on who you work for, there might be some union busting happening, just because that's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the job. It's pretty good.
He said to the recording camera.
You know, I love it. It's a great job. Maybe the best job. I can definitely see myself doing it for 60 plus years. Definitely don't intend on going into flying.
Okay, 6 for Alpha, runway 22, cleared for the option.
Runway 22, clear for the option. 6-4 Alpha. Also, I think it kind of sounds like they key the mic after I'm done talking. Is that just a way for them to acknowledge?
Yeah, so after you said it, he's coming back with a double tap on the mic. It's like a pilot lingo.
Okay.
I'm surprised that hasn't come up, actually.
I kind of assumed that's what was happening.
Yeah, it's like a...
But I never asked.
Imagine him just giving you a thumbs up. That's basically what it is. Like, just in, like, layman's terms, instead of responding, he, like, does this, or whatever symbol you wanted to use. Just smiles, I don't know.
I was thinking of another finger, but...
Oh.
Okay, keep on turning. Wow. trees get really dark at night.
Oh, yeah.
I never noticed that until just now. That's scary.
Wait till we do our flight to Chicago, because most likely we'll be coming back at night. And let me tell you, it is black. Not as black as like flying over the ocean, of course, but like it's pretty dark. Illinois, it turns out Illinois just does not have very many lights when there's not a city nearby.
Get back on 70.
I'm gonna turn these down just slightly.
Thank you.
We need to keep
flaps.
Keep that night vision up. 70, I want you to maintain that 70 with power. So you're 65 slipping away. Add some power, keep that nose down, just like that. A little too much power. There you go. Good. Good. Get us on center line here, please. We keep coming in on the right side.
Yep.
Keep that in mind.
Wind.
Oh, wind. Interesting.
Ooh. No, not like why we're coming in right. I mean, like I just got hit by wind. But no, we're probably coming in right because I'm not turning fast enough. Maintain
down on the nose.
Yep.
There you go. Right here, start bringing that power out. Start bringing it out. Too much on the down. There we go. Start bringing it out. Keep coming down. Down.
Down?
Yeah. Oh, right there.
Oh. That was a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Yes, it is. That's because it's dark, right?
Yeah.
That's because it's dark.
That would have been way too high.
No. If you flared where you wanted to flare, we were going to be way too high. And if I let you keep coming down there, we were going to hit the ground.
Yeah.
So there is a difference at night. Do you see that optical illusion of how that works?
I 100% saw that. So it was scary.
Do you see why the FAA mandates that you do, in order to fly passengers at night, you have to do 3 takeoffs and landings?
Yes.
And then the same thing during the day, but there's 2 separate things?
Yeah.
Because it's different. Now, if you can do it at night, it makes it good for the daytime ones, but you have to do it at night for both. But daytime, no good for night because of that. Night flying is different.
So it was like it's literally night and day difference. Like the last run that we did was pretty
normal, right?
Pretty normal. I could see everything, and then all of a sudden, the runway lights were more visible than anything else.
Right. Right. No, you're right. Night flying is it becomes, I often fall into the trap of forgetting that night is more challenging for a newer pilot, right? Because I don't remember myself going through night, I don't remember my first night flight. I don't remember my second night flight, or I just remember them being easy once I got the skill, basically, if that makes sense.
Did we ask Tower to turn up the runway lights?
And you can. They might say no, or they are full, or something, but you can always ask.
P-Ray Tower, 5364 Alpha Skyhawk, can you turn up the runway lights a little bit?
Sky 6 Alpha, we'll go.
Now you can double tap. Now you get to watch and see. Does it? That's pretty cool.
Oh, they did. Oh my god. How do I say thank you? Just.
And 6 for Alpha, runway 22, cleared for the option.
Runway 22, cleared for the option. Thank you for turning those up. 6 for Alpha.
No problem.
Oh, you got a no problem instead of a double tap. Beautiful.
Does that mean he likes me more?
Maybe.
Alright, maintain altitude. Trim this a little too much up.
This nav is so bright. I'm gonna hit that button just so we can get rid of that white light.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna turn this down slightly more. If you can't see it, let me know.
No, I could still see it pretty well.
Good.
In fact, I would say turn it down just a little bit more too. But we're good for now.
Yeah.
Maybe wait till it gets like actually dark.
On the ground, it's dark. The only reason it's light for us is because we can see the horizon. If you look at like the street lamps and stuff with the cars, it's full on dark. For them at least.
Okay. Maintain 80, watch our altitude, watch our airspeed. Okay. Gavin, what are the minimums for Class C airspace?
For flying?
For flying, I believe it's 3 nautical miles of visibility,
3152.
1,000 feet above clouds, 500 feet below, and 200 feet away. I'm learning.
200 feet away?
Is that what the 2 is? I thought it was 200 feet.
2,000 feet.
2,000 feet, thank you. Second notch of flaps.
200 feet is pretty gosh dang close.
Gain power. Maintain 70. Second notch of flaps. We're very high, but let's see if we can't get into the slope.
This is where, for you, it's going to feel like your IFR. Because it's hard to judge what this is, right? Are you high? Are you low? You need to rely on these VASIs. So you see the 1 red? I would hold it at the 2 to 1 red. Do not let us sink below those.
Okay.
It's hard to even see the 1,000 footers, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can see them, but I know what you mean.
Right. Use the VASIs and make sure we're on our airspeed. Yeah?
Yep.
Alright. Now, when we come into flare here, we have to judge our height, and we're going to have to do it pretty well. So I'm going to help you out here. Not like mostly on the controls, I'm going to tell you what to do. So we're going to pull back just a tad, and that way we can smooth this out, okay? Smooth this out, good. Here, good. Now, flare, right there. Right there, keep that flare. Good.
A little short, but it worked.
Yep, a little short. We're fine with this. We're fine with that. What in the crap is that?
I don't know.
Who's on the mic? We're trying to land here. Hit it. We're good.
55, rotate.
Good. How did that landing feel?
Actually decent.
Okay.
Just a little short of the, I think I still landed within the 1,000 footers, but it felt a little short.
No, we were definitely short.
Okay.
But the main thing with that one is the reason we landed short is not because of a lack of energy. It was because of lack of pulling back.
Okay.
I'm not telling you next time to pull back more.
Whee!
It is a case-by-case basis, and on that one, we had enough energy, we should have simply pulled back more, we let the plane land. That's fine. We landed softly, we landed firmly, we landed in control. I'm fine with that. Our goal is the 1,000 footers.
So I'm going to have you change to runway 13 and enter the right downwind for 13.
13, downwind for 13. Second wrap up.
Right downwind. This way. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Are we at our altitude yet?
No.
Okay. I was just pointing to which way you're going.
Right, 1,400. There we go.
There we go. Do you understand what we're doing here?
Yes, runway 13.
And right downwind, right?
Right downwind. So we're already.
We're entering the downwind.
The downwind, yeah.
Yep.
Pull back a little bit. Picture 76.
I don't know for sure why he's having us do this. Perhaps he has an airplane coming in.
Maybe, or wind change. I haven't heard ATIS yet, so.
Have you felt a crosswind?
A little bit. That's what the last one was about, or not the last one before. I said it felt like I just got hit by wind. It felt like I got blown pretty far, but maybe it's enough to finally switch runways. Who knows?
Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but the 1,000 footers are just after the first taxi.
Alpha, runway 13, cleared for the option.
13, cleared for the option. Yes, I can see them. They're right on that first taxi one.
Good.
And we're going to cross them right.
6 for Alpha, after the option, you can make left traffic.
We've already crossed them.
Left traffic, 6 for Alpha.
Yeah, we are, hold on.
Oh, we were aiming towards the airport.
I have the controls.
Controls.
We are currently, for some reason, coming towards the runway. Woo! I don't know why, but we were probably at a 20 to 30 degree angle towards the
Tower, UPS 93.
runway getting close. So we're just going to come out here for a second, and then we're going to come back
UPS
in.
9301 Heavy, Peoria Tower, runway 13, cleared to land number 2, following a Skyhawk in the right downwind right now.
All right, clear to land number 2 behind the Skyhawk for 13.
I'm going to set you up on the base. I'm going to give you the controls back, okay?
Okay. I don't see the UPS.
He's out far.
Oh, further than 6 miles, apparently. Sorry. Land us, Gavin. Base. Second notch of flaps.
You have the controls?
My controls.
You got him.
Pitch for 75.
Good. Okay, remember, there's a displaced threshold here.
Yes.
So see those green lights?
Yes.
That's where the runway starts. These are different lights because it's a fancy, they had the fancy setup here with the lights.
And final notch of flaps.
We're high.
Very high. Back over to center line. Oh yeah, that wind is very strong.
Is it strong? Let me feel. I have controls.
Your controls.
I'm going to land this one.
Okay.
This is a decent crosswind, you're right. I saw that crab angle, I was like, ooh. The main thing is I don't know if I want you landing at night with this.
I don't feel comfortable doing it, so I agree.
No.
Oh man. We're also beautiful. Good job.
Ooh, yeah, oh, now, hey now.
Good time to call it.
Yeah, let's call it. Go ahead and make the call to tower.
Peoria Tower 5364 Alpha, this is a full stop terminate.
Sky 64 Alpha, roger. You can continue down the runway and make the left turn at Mike, then taxi to parking via Mike Delta and remain with me.
Taxi via Mike Delta to, will remain to 64 Alpha.
Said Mike Delta.
That was
bad.
That was spicy.
Why did he switch us runways? Because ATIS hasn't changed.
Because he didn't want to line it up with the flight that's coming in, is what I'm guessing.
Like he didn't want us to cross each other?
Or, yeah. I mean, hey, he's the ATC, he's the air traffic controller. He makes the decision. We don't need to know why he did it, just that, you know, he made that decision and deemed that that was the best for us, or best for him.
Like, we could have done a 360, we could have...
Yeah, I mean, we could have. There are definitely other options, but, you know, it's his airport. You know, he's going to do what he needs to do.
Fair enough.
You know, we're at enough time, and it's getting dark, and to be honest, you're not completely proficient with it, but it's good that we got like 3 flights in, landings in with it.
We did not do the power off 180s, but that's okay.
No, but we did get exposure to it.
No, I definitely got exposed. Might have shit myself a little bit.
Really?
I wasn't...
I've
been learning that square the whole time, and so you cutting across the square...
Yeah. It's a weird feeling, isn't it?
And then that immediate final turn onto the runway.
Yeah.
That's a really easy way to stall out. So.
Yeah, I do remember I had the exact same feeling when I was learning. 100%. The main thing you have to keep in mind, right? What causes a stall?
Too high of an angle attack without enough lift.
No,
or just too high of an angle attack.
Too much angle attack, right? We will stall at the same angle of attack every single time. 100% you can count on it. I'm going to stop us here. You got the checklist, and you got the controls.
Alright, my controls, flaps up, strobes off, landing light off, heato heat's already off, mixture is required, out just a little bit, trim, back to takeoff, and got a squawk code. Where is wind coming from? Wind from 1900, so it's behind us. I'll bring it all the way back.
Go ahead and take a look at the windsock, please.
Where is, oh, that's the windsock. Oh, actually it's gonna be more like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be here and away. Because it's coming from right here.
Is it this? Are you sure it's not?
Yes, it's going this way.
Huh.
Or even, maybe even to the side like this.
I think I need like a reference visual, but yeah, I think you're right.
Going back to, let's turn this light off, please, before we taxi. Thank you. Okay, taxi. When it's nighttime, it is much harder to judge speed while we're taxiing.
No, I can tell that right now, yeah.
Right? We have a couple tools that we can use. First tool.
Exterior references?
Outside references. Go ahead and take a look. I want you to look to the side. You can judge your speed much better.
Yes.
Look at the speed difference. You can judge it much better. Second thing, we have a ground speed indicator here. We can use this, but only use this as an advisory. It's, you know, it's supplemental. It's just chilling there. Use it as a extra thing, okay? But don't be focused here. I want you, oh, okay. All right, check the speed. Okay.
Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead.
Good. And what taxiway are we going on to here?
Delta.
Good. And we know that via this sign?
Via that sign and via the route marker that was back
beautiful.
there.
We want to make sure we don't get lost on the runway as well, because that does happen, right?
Yes, I've heard the ATC calls where people get lost and then they're...
Yeah, really does happen. So we want to make sure we have that situational awareness. Okay, going back to what I was saying.
I'm going to watch the UPS land.
Do you want to?
You can. I'm taxiing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can keep taxiing then. I've seen UPS land. It's fine. I'm more concerned with this here. And so the main thing that the angle of attack. So we come in with the angle of attack.
Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead.
If I don't have a high angle of attack, okay, and I don't have my airspeed extremely low to where I'm sinking super, super fast, right? Because if I'm sinking fast, the air is going more up this way. This is exaggerated, of course, but it's going like this. If I'm falling, right, the air is rushing past me like this.
Right.
And so therefore, my angle of attack with the relative wind, because that's what it is, the angle of attack into the relative wind. So that's why an F-22 can go straight up without stalling. Why? Because the air is literally going past him like this. So he generates lift, and he's fine. So it's the same thing with us, except we're going to be increasing the attack. So there's no problem with doing what I did, right?
9301 Heavy, you can roll out to the end to make the right turn.
I wish I had the call sign heavy at the end. That's so dope.
Hopefully soon. Roger that.
Do you also see how extremely important it is to maintain maintain our Yellow Brick Road here?
Yes.
While it's dark. This is what we train for.
Because it's the only thing that's visible.
Yes. This is what we train for. Why do I drill it into, oh, I can see everywhere, the yellow line. This is why. We stick to the fundamentals.
There are people in a truck.
They will move for us.
They better. I'm paying attention to them either way.
Good. Good.
I'm going to go refuel the UPS.
Yep. We also have a person out there for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
That's what I was saying. There's a person and a truck. They're both.
We're just going to continue on our path and do our thing. But yeah, so as long as we don't do any pitch changes, we don't, pitch up rapidly, nothing like that. The worst thing you can do is, what if we came in low, right? And we were coming in low, and we're slow, obviously, because we're at our best glide speed, right?
Right.
We have no flaps in, nothing like that. And I realize that I'm slow, so what do? I just start doing this. And I start pitching back. What's going to happen?
Stall.
Yeah, we're going to stall. Do you realize that is how people die? They do that. I don't know why, but they do that. And so that is the main thing we're thinking about right there. It's the same reason why you can stall with power in on that turn, right? That we talk about. And you told me yourself earlier today, you said, I'm scared of that turn. Maybe you didn't say scared, but basically...
No, I'm scared.
Okay, yeah. And
you can put that word in my mouth.
Good. you're scared of that turn, right? And the reason you're scared of that turn is because a lot of people die there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not a uncommon thing when accidents do happen. You can say, well, it was probably on that corner. Oh, I was right. Because a lot of people do die on that corner, and a lot of people will, and now it's, you know, statistically it's not a lot of people because...
Well, statistically, I think 75% of aviation deaths are from pilot mistakes.
Yeah, I think it's 68.
68 sounds better, yeah.
But you might be right. I don't know that for sure, but...
I think 68 is general aviation...
I don't know, something. But it's pilot error.
Pilot error, yeah, not pilot mistakes. Pilot error.
It's pilot error, and that's why we strive to be as safe and proficient of pilot as possible. We're constantly learning. How are you going to approach this here?
Carefully. Slowly.
Good. That's both of the things I want to hear. We're watching the wingtip. We're watching the cones. Those are the potential hazards here, right?
Yes.
So we're going to line ourselves on center line.
Gonna come right in.
Good. Take it slow. Take it as slow as you need to take it.
Can't tell if that's like the wind blowing us or what.
We'll find out.
Oh yeah.
Do you still feel it?
No, that's better.
Then it was the wind.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. Come on.
I would only be looking at the wingtip right here.
Okay. And
A little bit forward.
a little bit more.
Good.
All right.
All right, checklist, please.
EOT silent. Avionics off. Avionics off.